Hey guys, welcome to Mommy Life with the Body Masis. So for today, I wanted to go over why I regretted getting my epidural. I'll go over 5 top reasons that I personally found challenging for me after getting the epidural, which was the reason I regretted it. So now, first of all, when I first got pregnant, I planned on going all natural. So with this birth, with my labor, it was about 16 hours, and I lasted about 8 hours with a natural kind of progression. And then after that, it got really painful for me. I wasn't able to endure it. And unfortunately, I succumbed and I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the epidural. Worst mistake of my life. And I'll go over those reasons for you. So first reason is you're not going to feel as much. So if you are a new parent like I was, I wanted to feel the entire experience. So I wanted to feel my baby kind of pushing out. I wanted to feel his movement. I wanted to make sure that we were in sync and things like that. So if it's important for you to be able to feel your contractions, your baby, just making sure that you are able to tell the doctor when you feel uncomfortable, when you think your child feels uncomfortable, those are all really important reasons to kind of not get epidural, because you want to make sure that you're in total feeling. For some people, that's not that important because the pain is just so excruciating, which I understand and it does make sense. But that was one of the main reasons. I also did not feel the pain when I was pushing. So a lot of my pain was centered around the contractions. So what I would have done previously is I would have done a lot more deep breathing, probably did a lot more meditating, kind of being able to withstand or kind of build up my pain tolerance for that. The pushing part was not what I needed the epidural for, ironically, the most. It was the contraction portion of it. But my midwife was really great of kind of helping me with making sure that I was, what's the right word I want to use? Just that I was making sure that I was able to push him out smoothly, kind of stretching me out, which was really, really helpful in making sure that I was able to deliver him vaginally. So, second reason I regret the epidural was I had a severe headache. Immediately after I gave birth, I got an excruciating headache. It was a migraine, and it lasted 2 days while I was in the hospital. So imagine during this time, it's a bonding time that you should be having with your child, and you are sick and taking medication because you have a headache. For me, unfortunately, it was a migraine, which made it even more worse and more painful. So that would be my number 2 reason that I regretted my epidural. Yeah. Third thing is that you get low blood pressure once you get the epidural, and also they're constantly monitoring you for the fetal heart rate. So for your baby, they also are under kind of distress. I'm not sure why that happens, but for him, when I did have the epidural, it caused me to have low blood pressure, and I had to put on they gave you like an oxygen mask. They made sure that I was kind of able to take more in just so that I was able to give it to the baby. But that was the number third reason that I regretted my epidural, because I would not want to put my baby in distress or myself in distress just because of that. So that was number 3. Also, the higher you are, the lower your blood pressure goes, and that more symptoms you kind of get regarding that, then you're going to be more susceptible to getting a C-section. So if you're planning on not wanting a C-section, then you might want to avoid getting the epidural. And so for my doctor, if I did not improve, especially the fetal heart rate did not improve for my child, then I was going to be getting a C-section immediately. Number 4, which is the craziest one, you don't really expect it, is that you are going to be itching like crazy. Literally, you're going to be scratching your entire body because you itch like crazy. And so when it first started happening, I was like, why am I itching? I thought I was having an allergic reaction. Nope, it is a part of an epidural. I didn't enjoy it. It made me focus my attention to my itchy body, which I didn't really want to do. I wanted to kind of focus on my labor and birth and things like that. So that would be number 4 that I did not enjoy. Number 5, which is the worst one out of all of these, is the back pain. So once you kind of get the epidural, you will have a little bit of back pain in the beginning. Just even when you'll feel it, like, the needle going in, you'll feel like a tingling. But the back pain after your labor, once the epidural wears off, is excruciating, kind of a numbing, dull, all day feeling of back pain. It is excruciated when you are doing house chores, lifting your baby, changing a diaper on your knees for too long. So those type of things for me make my back pain extremely painful. I hated it. I still hate it. I haven't found another solution for that. So that would be the number one reason I would never get an epidural again. Why I regretted getting the epidural to begin with, is the back pain. It doesn't go away. I'm not sure. So that is one thing that I'm actually working with my doctor about, seeing what I can do as far as pain management. Obviously, I don't want to take any narcotics or anything like that. What exercises I will be able to do. So that is a journey that I'm still going to be continuing. I'll share more on that in a later video. But for right now, the biggest regret, the reason is my back pain. It's really bad. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I do know that even for somebody like me who planned on going naturally, it is really painful experience. It is a joyful experience. So after you hold your baby, so try to be strong. That is the one thing that I would tell myself, especially because I do plan on having more children. That I definitely will not do that. The ironic thing is, the whole time my husband was like, you can do it, don't get the epidural. And I was like, no, I need it. And I should have been stronger and withstood the pain, and I regret it. So I hope you guys found this to be helpful. It is the one thing that I felt like people should kind of be aware of and look into. Look at all the pros and cons of the epidural. Obviously, outside of this video, people have different experiences with them. But in some people's is worse, ironically or sadly. And for some people, the epidural doesn't even take, right? So that's unfortunate. But also, the other thing is, my epidural only lasted about 3 to 4 hours. It wasn't a very long thing. So you always do have to ask for more. They'll give you kind of a push button that you're able to kind of add more as a painkiller onto. But that didn't really help me as well. So for me, that's another reason I regretted it. For me to have a pain relief for that short amount of time for a 16-hour labor really wasn't worth it. Anyway, thanks for listening, you guys. Go ahead and subscribe. Please hit the notification button and comment below. Talk to you soon. Bye.